on today's edition of Voters Connect. And you know how we always do it. We interact with the constituents and we talk to the parliamentary candidates. Today, I'm going to start off the conversation with my producer, who is also the head of our political desk, because we want to assess the constituency, give you some brief background about the constituency before we get into talking to the constituents and what the expectations are. Now, if you have followed this constituency, you know that it was carved out of the Okaikwei North constituency in the lead up to the 2012 elections. Now, since 2012, historically, this constituency has been won by the NPP, and it has been led by one member of parliament, who is Patrick Boama, who is the current member of parliament seeking for a fourth term. And then, when it comes to the presidential elections, the NPP has always won. However, this year, the 2024 elections, there's a candidate from the NDC who believes that he can turn the fortunes around in favor of the NDC. We have seen posters talk about the constituency to be one of the constituencies to look out for because of the candidate who is representing the NDC, who appears to have a certain large fan base and following. As to whether that's going to happen, well, 7th December is just around the corner. But Ibrahim Al-Hassan is the head of our political desk. Ibrahim, I know that you've been following this constituency a lot as well. What are your observations?
Well, so the constituency, I will say, has become very vibrant. Like you mentioned, it had always been an easy one for the NPP, to be honest with you, since this constituency was carved out. Patrick Boama, who is the current chairman for the Finance Committee in Parliament as well, has always won this particular seat with ease. In fact, it would not have been a constituency of focus for many people, including even political watchers. But for the fact that there's a young man who has a huge following, especially with the youth, who has also joined this race. And of course, I'm talking about Baba Sadiq, right? So that has shifted the attention of political watchers to this constituency. As what that means for December 7, after it's all said and done, it's left for political watchers and the constituents to see or to decide. But the point is that this has been a stronghold of the NPP, constituency generally. But there's some semblance of dynamism, there's some semblance of interest, and that's why we are here to find out from the constituents, basically, what are their challenges, what are they looking forward to, what do they expect from the people who are seeking to lead them. And so it's one of the constituencies to watch out and look out for come December 7th, certainly.
And you know, one of the posters, Global Info Analytics, has said that certainly from the observation and the John Dramani Mahama is likely to win at the presidential level come this election. They're not sure about the parliamentary candidate, but for Baba Sadiq, who has a very huge following, like you said, when it comes to the young people, they're here. We're going to find out from them also what makes them very confident that this time the NDC, led by Baba Sadiq, is going to take the seat from Patrick Boama. Because in the 2020 elections, there was about some 9,000 gap difference, which we, you know, with regard to the vote with Issa, who was the NDC's parliamentary candidate then. We have the constituents who are seated on our right-hand side. We'll be engaging them. They'll tell us, you know, when it comes to the challenges in this constituency, there's overcrowding, low education, and health challenges, because they say that there isn't a health facility here, so the constituents have resorted to using private facilities. And the NPP will tell you that Patrick Boama has done so much work in the constituency, and that makes him, for the want of a better word, untouchable. And he thinks it's an easy win for him. But the NDC also argue that Patrick hasn't done much in the constituency. I have been following Baba Sadiq on Twitter. I have seen the things that he's been saying about the constituency, the lack of development in the constituency, and how he intends to change that, work and improve on employment as well, because it's one of the key problems in this constituency also. And so I'll start with the NDC rep. Who is going to speak for us from the NDC? Okay, so please, if you can mount.
That'll be your microphone, yes, there.
Yes. Please introduce yourself and tell us What makes you think the NDC's chances are higher this time?
Right. Thank you very much. My name is Kwame Lebenezanko. I'm a member of the NDC. And the chances of Honorable Baba Sadiq is so bright. And everywhere you go in the constituency, everyone has his name on his lips because of what he professes to come and do, which is new to the youth of the constituency. And for the first time, the NDC, we are seeing a candidate who is speaking to the very needs of the youth of the constituency. And when I say speaking to the needs of the youth, I mean he is speaking to the things that will affect the life of the youth positively. Here is a young man who just emerged, and everybody is mentioning his name because of what he intends to do to benefit the youth. You know, he's a creative person. He is a youth himself, and he understands the youth. He is saying he is coming to implement something we call the Youth Employment and Job Center. And this is going to include skills training and apprenticeship programs. And you know, we have quite a number of youths who are unemployed in this particular constituency. And they are looking out for opportunities to actually express themselves in terms of their talent, in terms of what they can also offer to community. So Baba Sadiq is a beacon of hope for the youth, and everyone is looking up to him becoming the MP of this very constituency.
As a constituent here, what are the things that you'll be looking out for? What is informing your decision to vote for Baba Sadiq, for instance? Because you talk about, you know, he's setting up a youth employment, youth agency.
Exactly.
Or what's the thing you said he was going to do?
It's a youth and job center.
Youth and job center.
And that includes apprenticeship programs and so forth.
Okay, but these are existing things that are being done. Is the current MP not doing that?
Honestly, it is being professed that it's being done, but we don't see the impact of it. When you see the impact of it, every other youth you meet on the road can attest to the fact that he has benefited from one thing or the other. But that is not the case.
So you mean the people in this constituency haven't benefited from any government program or intervention?
If I say have not benefited for anything, I'm being unfair. I'm saying it is so low and so insignificant to what is being professed. For an MP that have been in office for the past 12 years, we are expecting to see more. And this is what Baba Sadiq is saying, that he is not asking for 12 years. We should just give him an opportunity to come for 4 years. And then the things he's saying, we will judge him by it.
Do you think that any MP can do so much in 4 years?
I so much believe it is possible. I so much believe it is possible.
Okay.
The word "it is possible" is an English word.
It's an English word, isn't it?
The word "is possible" is an English word.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's hear from the NPP as well. And I see Baba Sadiq around the corner. He'll be joining us very shortly. But let's hear from the NPP as well. So we'll speak to the NDC. NPP will come. Who is coming from the NPP, please? Who is coming from the NPP? All right.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. My name is Alhaji Muhammad Modibo Said. I'm a full member
of the NPP.
Of the NPP.
Okay. Honorable, thank you very much for joining us. Let me ask you this. Your party has been in power in this constituency for the past 12 years.
Yeah.
And you have this gentleman and many other members of the NDC who think that you need to be kicked out. What can you say you have done? Because you heard the man say that there isn't much that has been done for the people in this constituency. What do you actually have to show for the 12 years that your MP has been in power?
Thank you very much. I think everybody here, not in Fadama, I mean within this constituency, can bear witness the improvement that has come to this constituency. Looking at Fadama, I'm using Fadama as an example. Fadama used to be a village. Now Fadama is a town. Everywhere in Fadama, there is road, there is light. Our security is assured. You can see security cameras all around. If you go to places where road cannot be constructed, Honorable Patrick Yaubuama, with his able leadership, was able to put pavement blocks. He has paved almost every corner of the constituency where it is not possible, where it is impossible to pass during rainy season. Now everywhere is motorable, everywhere is passable.
But is that what the constituents want? Is that their only focus, their need?
Naturally, human being, everybody has his own need.
But there are key problems in this constituency.
What are the key problems?
Unemployment.
Somebody is asking for food when he is sitting somewhere not doing anything. Somebody is saying, I want to go and do apprenticeship. There are places here. People are ready to take them and teach them a trade. They are not ready.
So you mean that the people of this constituency are lazy?
Exactly.
They are what?
Exactly. They are
lazy.
Those who are complaining, those complaining are lazy people. Because I know when you go behind this place, there is a fitting shop, a welding shop there. People come from various villages. Within 2-3 years, they pass out, they become masters of themselves. If you go around, you see hairdressing salons, you see seamstresses. People come from villages to come and learn a trade. And they leave our own people behind. Even when we talk of education, a platform has been given to everybody. Everybody is given the platform to go to school. Everybody is given the platform to go to Makaranta. How many of our own children, how many of our own kinsmen are prepared to go?
So basically, the people here are lazy.
Some of them.
And so what has your MP done about it?
You can. Nobody can train an old dog a new trick.
So for 12 years,
yes,
he has accepted the fact that there are people who are lazy, so he's left them to be there.
There are people who are incorrigible. There are people who are not prepared to learn. Look.
The things you're saying, just for clarity purposes, does your MP feel the same way?
Yeah, he knows it.
Are you speaking in the words of your MP or you are speaking for yourself?
I'm speaking for myself, but I know that the MP knows that they are not prepared to join. They are not prepared to join.
Okay.
Madam,
so for 12 years,
yes,
you have made immotorable roads more trouble.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that you've done.
No.
What else?
A lot. Madam, when you look right in front of you, this is a health center. It's a clinic. This is a clinic initiated and built, completed by the Honorable MP.
Okay.
Madam, could you believe there are a lot of people who don't want to patronize it because it is built by NPP government?
Is it public or private?
It's public. It's public.
Is it operational?
It's operational. Everything is there. You can go and have a look at it. I will be happy if you can go and take a look at it.
And people don't want to patronize it?
A lot of them.
Why?
Because it's built by MPP government.
Built by MPP government or your MP?
MP.
Okay, so Patrick Buama built this?
Yes.
Okay. All right, thank you. Thank you very much. You can have your seats.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
For our viewers, I've been joined by the parliamentary candidates for the NDC, Baba Sadiq, and I'll be engaging him very shortly. Baba Sadiq, you're welcome to the show. I'll engage him very shortly, but let me speak to two more people from the constituency, and then I'll come and speak to the candidate. Who is going to speak for the NDC? Okay, so you heard him. You're a young person yourself. I don't know if you have a job, but he says that most of the people here, or some of the people in this constituency, are unemployed because you are lazy. You don't want to work. You don't want to train. Please, Is that the case?
Well, my name is Samuel Fiadeva. I'm coming from Wayama. So I don't know much about Fadama here. So if he is referring to those here in Fadama as lazy, fair enough. But we, those who are at Wayama, which it has a back of, how do you call it, Abeka Market down there. I'm very disappointed in my dad saying that. That he is saying that we are lazy. That's why our MP does not want to help us, or I don't know. I quite remember. Our MP was organizing a program at Taduko, Serwaa Amihere, at Fadama Junction. When you go there, they said we were doing either computer training or so. When you go there, if you are not an MPP member, they'll even ask you, are you a card bearer of MPP member? If you are not...
Please go ahead. Go ahead.
They don't ask you. If you are not, when they close the program, they do share laptops to card-bearing MPP members. I remember there was a woman organizer of the MPP. Her son was not given. And the woman was expecting that when the son comes home, he will bring a laptop, which he didn't. The woman have to come back to Sir Charles, make noise, the people will clarify and stuff, then later they settle him. And I'm disappointed that my dad is saying the youth here are lazy. Oh, Daddy, you should have used a better word to clarify that. We are willing to work. If there's no job center in our constituency, where do you want us to go? Every day you go our neighbor's house, they're full queue. When you go there, there's a testimony. I can bring a point. The neighbor says, "I'm not being paid, Mama. But I need you, man, bro. We've been to his house."
Okay, so what are, tell me quickly, 3 challenges that this constituency faces.
Okay, the challenges that we face is education. Yeah, the schools, the basic schools that we have here, is built by John Dramani Mahama. Our E-blocks, we have one in the Fadama, there's one at Tesano, there's one at Apenkwa. When we left power, I was expecting that our MP would have even opened it, commissioned it, or even improved it. Up to now, I'm not sure if they have even computer lab at our basic school. They don't have it. And we have an MP sitting for 12 good years. What is our common fund used for? What is it used for? And what?
Please go ahead.
So we knew our local that they said, Nipa baby, one man benny na. Yes, 12 years, yes. But we want improvement in our life. We don't want a situation whereby if you're not a card-bearing member of MPP, you will not be served.
So you talk about education. What else?
Yes. And how do you call it? Unemployment in Okaikwei Central. When there's a lobby in Parliament, I know, where for militaries, police service, fire service, and stuff. How many youths have been taken? If they have been taken,
you believe your candidates can lobby for you?
Sure. He grew up here. He knows the situation here. He knows. So if Honorable Baba Sadiq cannot help me, then who else? And we know he can do it. If it is promises and the basics facility, I say, even creating a job center for us, it's enough. I don't need to be an MPP member or NDC member to go to the job center. But here, if I'm in a need and I need I need to go to MPP office. Even going there, you see a huge bunch of applicants there. There's a lot of people. Why are they going to serve this before they come and serve us? And we need a facility, hospital. When we say they will tell...
But they say this is a clinic. Is this not a clinic?
For me, I'm not hearing it. Government, for me, I knew it was a chief compound. Though I'm not in this environment. I'm not from here. So I can't talk much about it. But for me, I know it was built during Muhammad's time. I know it was Muhammad who built this facility. I knew for sure that it was Muhammad who built it. It's part of Muhammad's chief compounds. Yes.
Okay.
So
okay, all right. Okay, so you think that it was built by President Mahama?
Sure.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Who is going to speak from the NPP? Okay. Oh, from the NPP, yes.
Good morning to everyone. GHTV, thank you very much for this opportunity. I'm Bemie Tamim. On street, you can call me Omega. I represent Sisales. This year election is about track records. It's about track records. What you have done, what you can do. That's it. It's not fight. It's about track records. That is why I gave Honorable a name. Ajumawura. Ajumawura. Yes. The first class MP. Number one. My good friend was saying, what's the name? No. He said some of the youth are lazy. Yes, I can testify. I can testify. I speak on records. Yes, I speak on records. We sent 3 ladies to go and learn hairdresser. Hairdresser. Please, my good.
Go ahead. Don't worry. Just go ahead and speak.
As I'm talking, it's only one person that is there. We sent them. We went and paid the madam. We bought everything for them to learn the hairdresser. 1 week, one of them came back to Honorable. I said, I don't like the hairdresser. I like tailor. Honorable said, no problem. He sent her to a tailor madam to learn the tailor. 3 weeks later, that same lady came back. He said she want to learn soap making. Honorable said, but I went and pay the hairdresser madam. You didn't learn. I went and pay for the tailor madam. You didn't learn. So now what do you want me to do? 2 of them ran away, leaving one person.
That's 1 out of a voter population of about 65,000. You can't say that they are lazy because one person refused to learn a trade.
Thank you very much. He didn't make his journey. He said some of them. You understand? Some of them, not all.
But unemployment continues to be a very big problem in this constituency. So if it's just a few people who are lazy, then the complaint shouldn't be so much.
Madam, this is why I disagree. I disagree. Even yesterday, Honorable was here, Fadama here, my sisterly people, about 50 of them. Monday, this coming Monday, they will start learning. Tailors, soap making, hairdressers. I submitted 55 people, youth, those that want lances. They said they need lances. Some are drivers, some are Okada riders. They need lances to work. Honorable Sachwana, by the end of this month, you will receive those lances. He has been doing it. Youth empowerment is not left out. Women empowerment is not left out. So if someone say honorable is not working, in fact, the person is not fair. Sometimes it's politics. We all understand. It's politics. Yes, my boss here, I know he can do the work, but he should wait. This is not his time. He should wait small.
Okay.
Yes,
Thank you very much.
But this is not his time.
Thank you.
Yes, this is not his time.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. You can take your seat.
Please, give me 1 minute to speak my own language to the people of Sisales. Jine election na hela hajala eleyo. Owupia moti tiabe. Viena MPP ha ari NDC ha lebe meka voti. Sisale wupie hammen Ghana me. Last one coming 7 December. In Moyo be number 1. His Excellency, Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia, number 1 on the ballot paper.
Platform. Thank you very much.
And Sister West MP, Honorable Salih Funelwe,
Thank you. Please have a seat.
It is possible.
Thank you. Thank you.
It is possible.
Thank you. All right, so Baba Sadiq has joined me here. He's the NDC's parliamentary candidate for Okaikwei Central. And I'm joined by a gentleman on the left as well. The candidate for the NPP is not here. We expected him to be here, but he is not here. And so, Mr. Gentleman, who are you?
Thank you very much. Good morning to all of us here, constituents of Okaikwei Central. My name is Alhaji Haruna Rafik. I'm the first vice chairman for this constituency, NPP.
All right. So we have the first vice chairman of the NPP here, and we have the NDC's parliamentary candidate. Ideally, we would have loved to speak to both candidates. Unfortunately, the NPP candidate is not here, but the show goes on.
So,
Baba Sadiq.
excuse me, I should let you know why the NPP candidate is not here. We all know Honorable Member of Parliament is a lawyer by profession, And as we speak, he's in the courts handling some cases. And that is why he's not here. That is why he's not here. But we are here fully representing him, and we are going to make sure that the people of Okaikwei Central know the good job that he has done.
But your other colleague said last Monday he was here, but he didn't see up courts then.
Who said?
He said he was here last week. They said he was here yesterday. Didn't see up courts.
Oh, but is it for them to decide when he has a case in court? That's okay. No, we should know this. Lawyers don't decide when a case is called.
Okay, so
why would you say
this? Have a case
Please,
today, but
we should leave some of this things. The man is a lawyer, and you know it, and he's in court. Simple.
Thank you.
He doesn't need to be here to tell the people what he has done. Even Baba Sadiq knows what Honorable Patrick Yabouama has done. Finish.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Baba Sadiq, thank you very much for coming, joining us, making the time to join us. Because we know Baba Sadiq has a job too.
Right.
But he made the time to join us here.
Yes.
Baba Sadiq, so you've heard from the people, and I'm sure that you've been monitoring all of the posts that have come out of this constituency. But you still seem to be very confident of winning the seat.
Yes.
How is that so?
Well, I mean, if you had the feedback, but firstly, I think that we need to address one thing. Honorable Patrick Yabouama is an MP. As an MP, he's not supposed to keep a profit-making job. So this excuse that he's gone to Parliament as a lawyer doesn't actually wash. It means that if he's doing that, he needs to be presented to the Privileges Committee for them to actually investigate him. I cannot agree consistently.
But can you not get an excuse
let me just
from the
consistently.
to work?
This is not the first time. I have always made the point. That because he lacks significant personal legacies, Honorable Patrick Yabouama will never. You remember when you called me? I told you that Patrick Yabouama will not come. There is something he's afraid of. When TV3 came into the constituency, he didn't come. When you presented as well on 2 different occasions, he didn't make himself available. What is there to run away from, first and foremost? If indeed you claim to have done a lot of the work. But for me, I've always made this point that for anybody seeking to be a leader of a constituency like Okaikwei Central, you need to begin to adapt to making yourself available for scrutiny, making yourself available for the people to question your ideas, to question your goals and your objectives towards improving their lives. This is the barest minimum any constituents can actually ask for. This is a very important constituency. It is one of the uniquely placed constituencies that anybody seeking to be an MP, anybody that has been retained at least 12 years, 3 different times, going to 4 times by the constituents. I think that we've been magnanimous with Honorable Patrick Yabouama enough for him to avail himself to speak about his records. Look, somebody just came to speak to him, for him. I'm scandalized. I'm actually scandalized to think that Honorable Patrick Yabouama thinks that the youth of Okaikwei Central are lazy. And this is some of it. 2 people from the party have actually expressed the thinking of Honorable Patrick Yabouama, which accounts for the massive youth unemployment within the constituency. Look around us. Look around us. Go into each and every of the lecture areas. You can't really point to people whose lives have actually been changed by Honorable Patrick Yabouama to actually show for the 12 years that he's been made an MP. In fact, he's one of the most over-pampered MPs in Greater Accra region. Owing to a lot of the misinformation they put around. Look at some of the things that they are mentioning. Look, I had to question him a couple of times. The man, GHOne, came to say that in Fadama was not a village. I was born here. As far as I was born here from 1985, we've had lights. No, there was not a single part of Fadama here that we didn't have lights. We've had light, we've had water. My house is here, the chief imam's house is here. In fact, this station that we are sitting in was done during the and it started with the JJ Rawlings and then came into Kufuor. This hospital, this medical center they show, in 2006 when it was established by the AMA, initially it was a toilet facility until ECOM. Look, there was an organization called ECOM Agro Processing. ECOM Agro Processing developed this and expanded it for the chief imam. The reason why Patrick Boama's name is on it is that he made a promise to keep it operationalized because his government was in power. Go there today. Go there. It's just here. See if it's operationalized. So people are not patronizing or coming here, not because it's not been done. But we opened this basketball court. This building has been there from 2006. It was expanded. It was expanded by Ecom Agro Processing. The records are there. I have said that the era where members of his party, of his supporters, continue to push misinformation, claim projects that have been done by others as his. I mean, that is in the past now. Look, this road network, that's lying right here, was done by Isuya contractors. Yes, right, Isuya contractors. I know the historical records of the constituency. From Fadama Junction to Bombay, Isuya contractors joined in the mid-90s. Again, this road network that lies between here, behind the market here, in 2012 when it was done, it was originally done in 2012. From Abeka Pleasure Point to Flat Top, initially there was no road onto the Flat Top area. Again, it was done in 2012 when he was not even an MP. Today, today.
Go ahead, Baba Sadiq, go ahead.
Look, I knew this is what they will come to do. Honorable Party Yabuama will not make himself available, but he sent his supporters who are not aware. Look, I can debate him anywhere. I have said that I will debate him anywhere on the records. You cannot continue to claim state government, central government projects and claim it as yours. Okay. Indeed, if you are claiming central government projects in Okaikwei Central, it shows that you lack significant personal legacy projects. Where is your personal legacy projects that you've done within the constituency?
So, Baba Sadiq,
why are you claiming things done by the Ministry of Roads or Urban Roads and Highways Department?
But he probably lobbied for it.
How did you lobby? Show me an evidence of the lobbying. Where is the correspondence that shows us he lobbied? How did he lobby for it? This is a very silly excuse my language, that everybody continue to use. Look, and this is not only an MPP thing. I am aware that there are some MPP, even NDC MPs, when our party is in power, when central government does a project within a particular constituency, particularly when they try to take credit for it, that is the most hollow excuse anybody can give. Today, the kind of MP where we are headed as a country, the kind of MP you are looking for is not only an MP that can make laws, but an MP that understands the unique challenges of their constituencies enough to rely on their experience, on their insight, and their own ingenuity to be solving the challenges.
So, Baba Sadiq,
this is where we are.
Going into these elections, because your constituents are here, some of them, those who are not here, are watching or listening to us. What are the key things that you are promising to do for the people, for which reason they should vote for you?
Well, first and foremost, you heard the feedback from the people. There are a lot more things wrong with the constituency. Okaikwei Central, the 80% of the people that live in the constituency are young people below the ages of 50 years. The biggest issues that confronts them is a massive youth unemployment within the constituency today. These young people are not lazy. I disagree. I was born here, I was raised here, I'm a young person from Okaikwei Central, and nobody looking at my track record will say that I'm lazy. I got opportunity to show and prove what I can do. There are a number of them, able-bodied young men and women who are ready, who have the necessary qualifications, who just want to be placed, who just want the necessary support for them to be able to scale up their businesses and all of these things. These young people in Okaikwei Central are not lazy. They cannot be lazy. There needs to be a conscious opportunity to be able to enable them. So these are some of the things I intend to do. These are some of the things I intend to do. In 12 years, I am saying that if there was a presence of a youth and a job center within the constituency today, I am sure that by now, some of the challenges related to youth unemployment would have been addressed. I am promising that when I come in, ideally the role of the MP is to make laws. But beyond making the laws, whatever intended benefit of the laws that's supposed to bring to the people, today you need to have an MP that, like I indicated earlier, can rely on your experience, your insight, and ingenuity to solving them. We need innovative solutions to be able to address some of these challenges. This is why I am promising for us to create the Youth and Job Center within the constituency. I think and submit that the youth and the presence of a Youth and Job Center within the constituency can do, among other things, coordinate job placement for young people within the constituency. Beyond that as well, it will be a point where young people young people can seek the necessary. Look, the NDC had already promised the National Apprenticeship Program. I can understand their feedback. Honorable Patrick Yabuama can never express himself like the way I'm expressing, so they cannot allow themselves for these things to happen. So I get it. I know. I told the producer and the host that he will never come and debate. Rather, what he will do is that he will bring a few of his fanatics for them to come here to try to disrupt the conversation. Other than that, this is a very important conversation. So let me continue. The Youth and Job Center would, among other things, also be that point where we can use to coordinate, mobilize, organize young individuals and submit them to the National Apprenticeship Program that the NDC had promised. For example, the NDC had also promised the National Women's Bank. In fact, as a constituency, we need to well position ourselves to take advantage of such national policies. How do we find a particular one-stop shop where we can identify some of these hard-working women traders within the women entrepreneurs within the constituency and provide them the necessary support and guarantees for them to access these particular benefits? And this is some of the things that I intend for us to do with the Youth and Job Center. I am very confident that the presence of a youth and job center within Okaikwei Central will go a long way to deal with the massive youth unemployment within the constituency. For me, I have said to everybody that I am not looking for us to come and claim state projects. I am the NDC Parliamentary Candidate. I have asked everybody, is it logical? Is it logical for me to claim these projects that has been done by NDC and John Mahama? It doesn't. As an MP today, you need to have your own personal legacies. A few of the things that they are talking about, we keep doing it and done it. In terms of health, as recent as yesterday, we've organized not one, not two, not three, health initiatives free health initiatives within the constituency. In terms of skills, I am in opposition, but we are able to still identify young individuals and provide jobs and support for them. Some of them are still living in tree music. Some of them have gotten hand skills, a lot of them, from makeup to all of those things. So if even in position, as Baba Sadiq, we are able to do this without the benefit of the state taxes, then I deserve his support. But what we are looking for is that for 12 years that the constituency has been magnanimous for you, what is the significant legacy initiative that you have beyond claiming credit for central government projects?
All right, thank you very much. Let me come to the NPP rep. So you have heard Patrick and all the things that you have heard. Sorry, Baba Sadiq and all the things that he said.
Thank you very much. It's quite interesting. My brother keeps hammering on the fact that issue that Honorable Patrick Yabuama cannot be here, he cannot debate him. It's quite sad that he's capitalizing on the absence of Honorable Patrick Yabuama to make it look as if he's able to debate better than Honorable Patrick Yabuama, who is a lawyer by profession. Who is a lawyer by profession. In fact, Honorable Patrick Yabuama is an astute lawyer, and every constituent of this constituency knows what he's capable of doing, even on the floor of Parliament, where we have so many legal brains, where intellectuals are speaking. That is where Honorable Patrick Yabuama speaks. We are saying, please allow them.
Please go ahead.
My brother, allow them. That is their character. That is their character, and I'm not surprised they are doing this. You can see how gentle NPP was when they were speaking. And this is a clear defeatist approach. This is a clear defeatist approach.
Okay, don't worry about them. Let's talk about the substantive issue.
I am happy we are on camera and everybody has seen how uncivilized they are behaving here. So again, I am saying that Honorable Patrick Yabuama is an astute lawyer and he speaks in Parliament, and that is how come today most of the good things that we can boast of as a constituency, we have them. My brother Baba Sadiq keeps talking about Buama is taking advantage and then is trying to say things that have been done by the central government. He's taking credit for it.
Please go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
He's saying Honorable Patrick Yabuama is taking credit for what the central government has done. I am particularly happy that he himself has recognized that the central government has been very, very impactful in this constituency. My brother just shot himself in the foot and he didn't know. But what happens is this. I don't know why my brother wants to go to parliament if he doesn't believe that as a member of parliament, aside enacting laws, you can also go and lobby and get goods for your constituency.
But he said that.
I am saying, he's saying that he's taking credit. But how do you take credit if you do not push for it to happen?
Okay, but what has...
Please, allow me to flow. When you are
I will
speaking,
let you flow, but I have to ask you, please. You
let me
answer
flow.
my questions.
Please don't interject me. When you were speaking, I was listening to you attentively.
I am the host of the show, so I ask the questions.
But if you are being unfair, I have to point it to you.
I haven't even started being unfair yet,
Exactly.
so please don't complain.
Thank you. And we will
Can
not allow
you answer my question?
I won't allow you to be
Can
unfair
you answer
here.
my question?
I won't allow you to be unfair.
Make your point.
You allowed him to flow. Let me finish speaking. Then if you have anything, you can ask. I am not a walkover. Baba Sadiq is talking about Patrick Boama. He is not up to that level. He's not up to Boama's level. That is why Boama is not here.
I thought you said he was going to court.
Thank you very much. I said he's not his level.
But so he's not here because he's not his level, but not because he's in court.
He's not his level. Is he his level? He's not his level.
Is he in court or is because he's not his level? Which is which?
He's in court, but he's not his level. He himself, he knows.
Okay. Please, let's have some silence.
All right.
And Mr. Vice Chair, Mr. First Vice Chair, it is my show. When I want to ask a question, I will ask. You can choose to answer or not. But please, I don't think anybody here is a walk or pushover. Thank you very much. So go ahead.
Thank you very much. In as much as you are the host, if you are being unfair and I realize it, I point it to you.
I am not being unfair, for the records.
All right.
Go ahead.
Let me go ahead. What I'm saying is, as a member of parliament, aside enacting laws, you push for developmental projects. Even Baba Sadiq, who is not an MP, which I doubt if he will ever be an MP for this constituency, says he is able to do things. He will be able to push for an agenda to be pursued. So now, let's ask ourselves. He just mentioned vaguely that he has been able to impact the youth, even as he's not an MP. He should be able to show us empirical evidence, because he asked a question that Honorable Patrick Yabuama should show evidence that he lobbied. He should show us evidence of the people that he has impacted in this constituency, even as he has not been an MP. Now, I am going to take all of us through initiative projects that has been done by Honorable Patrick Yabuama for this constituency.
Okay.
Aside the road networks, the pavement blocks that every constituent, including Baba Sadiq's father's house, in front of his father's house, the road was pushed and done by Honorable Patrick Yabuama. Even though Baba Sadiq has told us he was born and bred in this constituency, unfortunately, he doesn't even live in this constituency.
Does Patrick Yabuama live in this constituency?
He lives here. Everybody knows where to find Patrick Yabuama. Let him tell us where he lives. Where does he live?
Where does Patrick Yabuama live? In this constituency?
He knows where he lives.
Where does he live?
He lives just by Ayrton Drugs. His house is just here. That's where he lives. And every constituent knows where to find Patrick Yabuama. There is no one here.
They're saying
There is no one here.
They're saying it's a lie. He doesn't live here.
Who is saying this? Ask them. All of them. Honorable Patrick Yabuama lives in the constituency. It is only Baba Sadiq who doesn't live here just because he thinks there's an opportunity he's coming to become an MP. Just recently, I have Baba Sadiq's statement here. Baba Sadiq's statement at the police station where he himself has put his address here. It is here. I can share it with you. And his address is not in this constituency. I have it and I can prove it to you right now.
Okay.
If your producers can see me for it, and I'll show you his house address. So you cannot decide to live outside the constituency and come and be seeking for a position in this constituency.
Okay, Mr. Vice Chair, you were taking us. Hold on.
Yeah, so I'm now taking you through.
They to say they know Mr. Patrick Boame's address.
I am saying that everybody here knows Honorable Patrick Boame's house, including Baba Sadiq.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Now, it is not by mistake.
Please go ahead. We can hear you.
It is not by mistake that Honorable Patrick Boame on several occasions has been adjudged as the best MP in this country.
When?
It is not a mistake.
When?
Oh, just recent. The recent one was done earlier part of this year.
Who did it?
I'll get the institution that did it for you. But I'm telling you, Honorable Patrick Boame has been adjudged as best.
I'm a
MP.
journalist. I haven't seen anything like that. So
I will supply that for you. I will supply that for you. So again, I am going to pick sector by sector, how Honorable Patrick Boame has improved the lives and the livelihoods of the constituents of this constituency. I'm starting from education.
Okay.
Honorable Patrick Boame has paid school fees for over 300 constituents of this constituency.
Which school fees?
300. Do you expect me to mention 300?
I said which school fees? For what level?
University.
University.
Yes.
Is that so?
Please.
Okay.
Let me go ahead. I'm not done yet. So let me finish. You can ask your questions. Over 300. I said over 300 students.
University school fees.
Again.
Do you have parents here whose children have benefited from it?
Look at them.
All of you.
Please.
Okay.
When the opportunity is given, they will come and speak to it, and they'll tell you.
So all these people have their children in the university. You, please come. Please hold on. Please. So hold on. Are you a delegate?
I'm not yet a delegate, but I'm a university student, a medical laboratory science student at Kolebu. Yes, and I had the opportunity for him to pay my school fees just last semester. That is, I'm a fee-paying student, and he paid all my fees just last semester. And I appreciate the fact that he paid my fees.
Because you are a member of the NPP?
No. Listen to me. I wasn't in this constituency. I just came here last year. That is when I came here.
And you went to join the NPP?
No, you are putting me wrong. I haven't made any statement.
But you are wearing an NPP t-shirt.
Because to show appreciation to Boame.
So you are not a member of the NPP?
No, but to show appreciation to Boame.
Are you a member of the NPP?
Yes, for Boame's sake, I will be a member of the NPP.
All right, thank you.
I'll be a member of NPP.
Thank you. You may take your seats. Thank you. Please go ahead.
So
for education, he has paid about 300 university school fees.
Yes, that is one under education, and they are already crying. I have over 50 of them here. The second one is GHOne and GMPC scholarship. We have given over 200 scholarships to constituents of this constituency. 200 GHOne beneficiaries.
But those are not Patrick Boame's initiatives.
Those are things that he has lobbied to get for his people. I keep telling you that the man has lobbied. Then Baba Sadiq has not. If he doesn't have the lobbying skills, then he has no business going to Parliament.
All right, go on. Please go on.
Thank you very much. I'm continuing. But before I say that, I'm saying that on authority, if Baba Sadiq doesn't have lobbying skills, then he has no business going to represent us in Parliament. If he cannot lobby,
please go ahead with the achievements. Go ahead with the achievements.
Another one is he has supported JHS students. Just yesterday, we did one. The JHS students who are going to SHS, he provides them with mattresses and support financially to them as they are reporting to
JHS students with mattresses.
Yes, who are going to SHS. JHS graduates who are going to SHS. Even yesterday, we did it.
Okay.
With cash and then please. I am saying that Honorable Patrick Boame has donated dual decks to the public schools in this constituency. These are things that he has done personally. Again, he has fully funded vacation classes. Every parent, including the NDC people sitting here, all their children are beneficiaries of the free vacation classes.
Go ahead.
Honorable Patrick Yabuama has once again, through his lobbying skills, gotten from Get Fund the construction of a 12-unit classroom block, which is just being done in front of Baba Sadiq's house, just here. In front of Baba Sadiq's house, that is being done. Just by Baba Sadiq's father's house. Just by Baba Sadiq's father's house, that is being done. As we speak,
please, can you be
as
a
we
little
speak,
yeah.
If you go to one of our electoral areas, Apenkwa, there's a cheap compound there. Honorable Patrick Yabuama has fully funded the renovation of that Apenkwa chips compound, which is currently operational. Honorable Patrick Yabuama has personally registered over 5,000 constituents on national health insurance. Meanwhile, they are all beneficiaries. You are all Are you not a beneficiary? Are you not a beneficiary? All of you and your families. All of you and your families are beneficiaries. Today, I'm coming.
Hold on.
I have only picked education, and I'm telling you, if I want to speak about the venerable, honorable Patrick Yabuama, they will break.
So,
because the things
Mr.
honorable
Vice
Patrick
Chair,
Yabuama has done. Please wait.
I've given you the chance to say it.
Good.
But are you telling me that for 12 years that he's been member of parliament, these are the things: paid school fees for 300 university students, refurbish the chips compound. Is there more? Can you run us through it very quickly?
All right.
Just run us through it
I am
because of
telling
time.
you, okay, now let's go. I'm just going straight forward to the list of what he has done.
Quickly,
I'm taking
please.
you to youth and empowerment, jobs that they stood here to say they have not created opportunities for people. We have 200 beneficiaries in soap making. 200 beneficiaries. This was done just last year. We have 100 beneficiaries on IT training. We have over 180 beneficiaries on interior decoration. This is what we have done for the people. We have 250 beneficiaries for bakery. That's Honorable Patrick Yabuama for you. We have 350 beneficiaries in graphic design. 350 beneficiaries in graphic design. We have over 30 constituents who have received training in mobile phone repairs. We have 332 youths who have received training in startup kits and startup kits for makeup. We have 50 constituents. Listen, Honorable Patrick Yabuama has once again lobbied and gotten over 50 people in this constituency to get employment with Ghana Education Service. Again, we have 65 constituents who have been employed into various security services, the military, the police, the fire service, and all that. Let Baba Sadiq tell us what he has been able to do. Let Baba Sadiq tell us what he has been able to do.
But Baba Sadiq is not a member of parliament.
But he was here boasting that even not being a member of parliament, he's able to impact.
All right, thank you very much.
No, let me
thank
finish.
you.
Let me finish.
It's time. Thank you. Thank you very much.
No,
so
let
this
me
is the
finish.
vice chair of the NPP in the Okaikwei Central constituency. Thank you. You have spoken enough. Thank you. And Baba Sadiq, I'll give you the chance to respond, but I want to speak to the constituents, okay? You have heard both members of the, representative from the NDC and that of the NPP as well. Who is going to speak? Yes. Go ahead.
It's an NDC executive member.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The NPP will speak. Please.
Good morning, Serwaa. What I'm holding in my hand here is their own project diary. So if only their people knows that what is in here is the truth. They should keep quiet. They should keep mute and listening to me. Perfect. The person speaking with you, I'm the assembly member for Blemago electoral area.
And an NDC member.
For sure. I will not lie.
Thank you. So just
I will not hide my identity.
So add it.
I am not going to hide my identity.
Don't hide behind Assemblyman.
Please, Serwaa, I want to ask the first question. Visiting churches on 31st, is it a project? Visiting churches on 31st night, is it a project? If a makeup shop is having its graduation, if a makeup shop wants to graduate its students and you are invited, is it a project? I don't want to talk much. I want to open the last page and show it to you. This is Shino. This is Shino. I want to show it to the camera. Check this very school. They said what? Construction of 12-unit classroom in Shino School in Okaikwei Central. I want you to take your camera to Shino and see whether you can locate this very school. Madam, I want to, look, if I say I'll go through this very thing, we are not going to end. I should go through, no problem. No problem. As an assembly member, I started organizing a gala. Then, I wasn't an assembly member. I started organizing a gala since 2014. Since 2014, as I speak with you, one of the participants in that gala, he's playing at this thing. He's playing Tamale United. The name is Faisal. Serwaa, ask this MP, ask our MP here, Honorable Patrick Yabuama, since he started organizing galas for mechanic shop and washing bay. Each year, ask him each year, is any of them selected to be put in any premier this thing, football this thing, and also to end it all, as I speak with you, I'm going to show you one evidence. There is a guy sitting here, this very guy. He started following Patrick since 2012. Do you know what he does? He washes his car. So I don't blame his own people. I don't blame his own subordinates to come and stand here and tell you that the people in Fadama are lazy. And what he said, it's not coming from him, it's coming from the MP itself. That is what the MP always tell the people of Okaikwei Central. And I'm telling you, inshallah, we won Blemago in the elections of the assembly. We won them in Bamomo. We won them in Olengele. We won them in Wayama. We are winning this election for Baba Sadiq. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you too.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. So I was so surprised. Please. I was so surprised to hear my very parliamentary candidate for the NDC talk about the fact that because Honorable Patrick Buama isn't here, he's afraid of debate. I was surprised. The truth of the matter is that if somebody's absence is a grounds for saying that the person is weak, I find it so surprising. For me, my interest is that whatever we do, we must try our very best to develop our community, our constituency. The fact of the matter is that the 12 years I have experienced Honorable Patrick Buama, honestly speaking, I haven't experienced that of the NDC. I cannot speak for it. But to me, I believe that Honorable Patrick Buama deserves another term in office. Because I'm coming. Because as a student of parliament, I try as much as possible to follow all the members of parliament. I've seen what Honorable Patrick Buama does. And I believe that he deserves another term. 16 years.
So,
is very good.
as a student of parliament,
Yes.
as you say,
Yes.
and someone who appears to be very interested in the development of this constituency,
Great.
point out 2 or 3 key things that he has done since he became member of parliament.
Exactly. So you see, I believe in building human capital. When you talk about human capital, we are talking about making sure that the vulnerable, those who don't have access to education, gain same access so that they can build themselves and become some important personalities in the community. You heard the vice chair talk about people he has paid their fees. See, if I tell you how some of us suffered before we were able to go to school, it will shock you. And so to build human capital is a great work. And I think that I salute him for that. I was expecting that my PC, probably I was not here, to also tell us that, oh, I've been able even to, let's say, assist, let's say, about 10 people.
Do you know why?
I wasn't here.
I haven't given him the chance to speak, but okay. But do you know why? Do you know why you can't ask him that question? Because he's not a member of parliament yet, and your member of parliament has been on for 12 good years.
So let me say something. You see, we
you,
do politics.
Before you answer that, let's continue with the achievements.
Great. And you heard the vice chair talk about roads that he is been constructing in this constituency.